All right. Aloha. And thank you, everyone, so much for joining in for another very special live broadcast presented through Paradigm Shift Central. This is our full moon guided global meditation for June 15th, 2022. Happy full moon, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in, all you Mystic Seekers and Shifters. My name is Brendon, aka Mystic Spider-Man, Skull Babylon. I'm the director for Paradigm Shift Central, and as always, I'm joined here by a collective of fellow conscious creators, and we got a few of us here, and we're going to have more of us joining in as we go. And yeah, let's just take a moment here to just kind of like say hello to some of the creators that we got with us on the broadcast to begin with. We've got myself, we've got Candice, we've got Neil, and we've got Kristen. So thank you guys. Feel free to wave to the camera. Thank you guys so much for joining in. And yeah, for those of us who are with us here today, for those of us who are with us in the recording, thank you so much for joining in. We'll just go over a bit of an introduction and let you guys know about some really cool things happening within the project. And then we're going to share a little bit about just kind of like what this full moon means to us, some intentions, some blessings. And then from there, we're going to get into our meditation. And then we're going to wrap it up with a discussion. So again, for those of you on TikTok or Instagram, you guys are welcome to watch from there. But if you guys want to join in on YouTube at any point, click the link in my profile, and then you guys can get the full experience there as well. So as we get into this, this for me, this is just kind of like getting back into the muscle memory of doing broadcasts. As many of you know, my life has gone through a very beautiful shift over the past several months as I have recently become a new father. And so within the period of time that Lacey was pregnant, and obviously the baby was our priority and everything like that, the live broadcast had to be kind of just put on hold. But over the past little bit, there's been some very powerful shifts and very powerful opportunities. And now what we're moving into is this new chapter of Paradigm Shift Central. So again, Paradigm Shift Central, it's a portal for conscious media created by professional conscious media creators and really focus on the ongoing production of live events for the community. So if you guys haven't yet, what we're doing is we're encouraging people to go check out paradigmshiftcentral.com to see what we got going on in terms of upcoming events. Keeping in mind that, again, we're just kind of like in the early stages of building up some momentum, but within this, it's an awesome opportunity for you guys to get involved with the early membership and to be able to try the trial membership so that you guys can join some of the upcoming member events that we got right around the corner. At the time of this broadcast, the next special members only event is going to be my poetry workshop. So that's like my spoken word, like freestyle poetry, like learning how to use our creative voice to be able to just like tap in to become a conduit for consciousness. So if that's something that you're interested in, again, go to the main website, start your trial membership, check it out. And then again, if you're continuing to just stick around, I guarantee that there are going to be a lot of awesome events for you to be able to take part in that are going to be able to provide you with some really amazing value to your experiences, to your reality, that are going to help nurture your spirit and inspire your soul. So again, with that said, all the links for Paradigm Shift Central, they're in the info for this video. Thank you guys again so much for your support. Thank you to our supporters on Patreon. Thank you to our people who are joining our new membership option. And I'll say this before, but I'll say it again. You can kind of think of Paradigm Shift Central as kind of like a Netflix, but for like live events hosted by conscious media creators. So there's a single like monthly subscription. And then with that, you're getting access to a variety of interactive live events. And these events in themselves are incredibly valuable. So when you guys join our membership, you're supporting helping make Paradigm Shift possible. We're working towards our membership goals. We're working towards 20 memberships. We're working towards 50 memberships, working towards 100 memberships. And all those all those memberships go right back into supporting the project and supporting the creators who are helping make the content possible. So with that said, yeah, encouraging guys to check it out. Follow Paradigm Shift Radio on Instagram, all that good stuff. And especially if you guys are new, go ahead and activate the trial memberships so that you can join in for the Flow Tree workshop tomorrow or whatever events are coming up right around the corner by the time you check this out. So yeah, moving into this is a very special broadcast for us to be able to do. And within the new format of Paradigm Shift Central, what we're actually doing is we're creating a weekly routine of broadcasts. So Tuesdays are our circle discussions, and these are questions and again, philosophical topics that we get to be able to engage with. And then every Wednesday at 10 p.m. EDT is our weekly guided global meditation. So this one just happened to be on the full moon, and I was really motivated to be able to make this one work. You know, we could have waited a little bit to kind of get things things rolling, but I'm like, man, this full moon's right around the corner. Let's do this. Let's get this broadcast going. Let's just kind of, again, just use this as a way to just kind of like get back into that routine and start bringing the tribe together, start bringing the community together. And then from there, building that momentum. So if you're here for this week, for this guided global meditation, again, you're invited back next week for another global meditation that we'll be doing. And then with this, we're continuing to invite people into the ongoing momentum that we're creating. So yeah, for this format, again, just to kind of reiterate for those of you who may be joining in off the bat, what we're going to do, we're going to just take an opportunity to kind of go around the circle and just talk a little bit about what this full moon means to us, just some intentions, some blessings for the full moon, with the full moon. But again, also just kind of like for the meditation itself. And then we're going to get into the meditation. This whole broadcast will be probably about 90 minutes and everything like that. So within the next like 20 minutes, we'll get into the start of meditation. But in the meantime, again, it's kind of like a variety show where we get to just kind of like share some inspiration and enjoy each other's company. So just allow yourself to relax, chill out. This is going to be a pretty casual broadcast. Again, we're just here, just kind of getting the wheels back on the bike, and I'm super excited to be able to get things rolling here together as a community, and again, to be co-creating with such amazing people. So if you guys are in the YouTube chat, feel free to leave some comments down below. And again, for those of you on TikTok and Instagram, jump over to YouTube and click the link in my profile to be able to do that. So I'll pass the talking stick around in a moment here, and just taking an opportunity here to be able to reflect on like why this full moon is important and what it signifies and what its symbolism is. So this full moon, again, it's referred to as like the strawberry full moon, and the term strawberry, like based on just some stuff that I was reading on in the internet and everything like that, the name for the strawberry, I think it actually came from like the Aboriginal tribes, and again, it obviously related to the harvest, the time when we would literally pick strawberries. So with this moon, this is a moon that's obviously like it's the last moon of spring, and it's kind of like the beginning of summer. So it's interesting how this moon is very close and coincides with the solstice. So as much as we're doing this as a full moon celebration today, this is also kind of a solstice celebration at the same time, which is again, like very, very exciting for us to just be able to invite in that connection with. And again, solstice being the time where the day is at its longest, and with that, we're also referring to like this symbolism of the ignition, like the igniting of the light within. So with this event that we're doing here today, again, this is an awesome opportunity for us to kind of like reflect on where we have been, where we are now, and where we are going. And with this, what are we harvesting? What are we reaping? What are we sowing? And so with the themes of the strawberry full moon, you'll probably hearing like people post about it on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. Very powerful themes of like prosperity and luck and abundance and, just like creativity and everything. So this is a time of the year where we really just kind of get to move into that new stage of our being, where we really get to align ourselves with the joy of living, with the joy of creating, with the joy of receiving, and with the joy of giving as well. So we'll pass the talking stick around, and we'll just give some of the creators here a chance to just be able to say hello, to introduce themselves. And then again, within about the next 15 minutes, we're going to get into our guided meditation. And again, for those of you who are here, thank you again for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being a part of this community. And yeah, I'm super excited to just be chilling out with such awesome people. And by the time we're done this broadcast, we hope it's just, again, this entire broadcast is designed to just kind of like give us a chance to relax, and also just kind of give us an opportunity to bring ourselves back to our heart space and to enjoy the magic that is tribe. So yeah, we'll pass the talking stick around, and we'll just kind of hear from some of the creators. Luna just recently joined, so thank you, Luna. Welcome to the circle, welcome to the broadcast as well. And yeah, for whoever would like to go next, you guys can just kind of like put your hand up, and again, just kind of talking about we'll pass it to Kristen, any again, just kind of intentions and themes and lessons for the full moon. And then again, we'll kind of go around one more time for any additional intentions also for like the meditation as well. So with that said, we'll pass it over to Kristen, aka Pinot Rising. So Kristen, thank you so much for joining, and when you're ready, go right ahead. And happy full moon, Kristen. Welcome.
Happy full moon, Brendon, and all beautiful shifters. Thank you all for being here today. I'm so excited to celebrate the full moon with you all. So this full moon is actually a really special full moon for me, because the strawberry full moon 2 years ago was my very first Paradigm Shift Central broadcast that I sat down and painted and enjoyed the company. And I really felt a spark of growth from that. So today what I'm reaping is the journey that I've been on since then and how much I've been able to grow. So, and also the journey that has been shared with the collective and how beautiful it has been to see everyone just unfold and become themselves and love themselves. So, I'm really, with this particular full moon, just feeling a lot of gratitude for the beautiful connections that we've had the opportunity to build, as well as the ones that we've had the opportunity to release, and just welcoming the blessing of this now moment. So that's my intentions and gratitude for this full moon. So thank you, Brendon, for being such a consistent creator and creating these beautiful, inspiring spaces.
Thank you, Kristen, as well. And yeah, it's interesting. Just as we're talking here, ideas are kind of kicking in here again. Like it's interesting, and I'm sure maybe somebody else will have something to say about this. Like this full moon, the timing of it, very appropriate considering what the last month was like when we had like eclipse season and retrograde. Like if there was any releasing and purging that needed to be done, that's like it happened. It happened within that period, and now we're kind of moving into this space where it's like again, out of the creation of that space where something might have left our life, or again, something might have, we had an expectation, but then the universe, like I always laugh about this, it's just like, there's, like, there's a difference between what we want and what we need. And sometimes what we want isn't actually what we need. And the universe is just like, oh, that's a novel idea. But in order for you to get to way over there, like things have to take a little bit of a different route. And then in the moment you're like freaking out because it's like, oh, this wasn't part of the plan. And then the universe is like, this was always part of the plan. And then you're just like, and then, get to practice surrendering and everything like that. It's good to be able to laugh about it. But yeah, even again, for the people in the YouTube chat, go ahead, add your comments and stuff like that. Did you guys experience any big releasing or just letting go within the past few months with, again, kind of in sync with retrograde and all that? And again, with retrograde, again, not to get full deep into that, but again, it is a great time to just kind of like reassess things and reorganize things. And that's what I feel a lot of, like, even just, using the example of paradigm shift, there were some big shifts like a few months ago, but then those shifts kind of led me back to focusing on paradigm shift. And then there were some awesome conversations that took place. And then I'm just like, oh, like this is what's needed. This is what I want to do. This is what this is going to look like. And then I use that last phase of the Mercury retrograde to like rebuild the website and to get things focused. And here we are. And it's just like, whoa, it's just in the snap of a finger. Here we are. Right. So yeah, now that we're moving into the strawberry full moon, it's like, it's time for me, it's like this is about really being able to kind of like bring out more of that authentic expression. It's time to dance, it's time to play, it's time to sing. Like the strawberry moon, it's a very like playful moon, and I hope to be able to again just kind of like invite in more of that playful energy. So even just for people tuning into this, it's like, welcome to a community that really values play and authenticity and expression, and so let's just kind of like continue to nurture that within each other. So but that said, let's keep passing talking stick around and hear from some of the other creators that we got on, and we might have some other creators joining in partway as we go. So we also got Candice, Luna, and Neil. Who would like to go next? We'll pass over to whoever feels called, and we'll keep things rolling there. Candice, if you would like to go, and then again, Neil or Luna, we can pass over to you next. Candice, did you want to share a little bit of just kind of
sure.
lessons? Yeah, go for it. Welcome, Candice.
Sure. So for me, the full moon is like a refresh, like starting over. And cause like retrograde was like really a challenging time because I released the old shadows of myself. So just like saying goodbye to them and sending them on their way was a real true gift. And being in the space of the strawberry moon, I feel that it's like a whole new life and beginning. And it's like I envision it's like you're moving, but you're moving in such a way of moving by movement instead of rush here or rush there.
Very well said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, Candice?
No.
That's all. Perfect. Thank you, Candice. Yeah, absolutely. Again, I see. Again, just like as we have this discussion, it's just like all these little reminders where it's like, it's like this is a great time to really just practice bringing in more mindfulness and just be like, but Brendon, I'm already pretty mindful. It's just like, but we could be more mindful. It's easy to just say like, oh, I am mindful and but it's just like to really be able to practice it through, as Candice was saying, to kind of like be, experience like each day as its own moment, and to really just kind of like, again, kind of fall in love more with just the blessings that are with us in each and every single day. If we're constantly just kind of like, like keeping our eye on like that next thing around the corner, we're kind of like missing little things. And believe me, like I can tell you, like being a father and everything like that, like it's so interesting, like it's so trippy too, because like like every time I'm just like spending time with River, it's very magical, and it's just like, oh whoa, like this is such a blessing, this is such a gift. So I'm constantly reminding myself that. So for anybody here, how are you guys reminding yourselves of the little blessings that how are you keeping mindful in the present moment? Just more question for the chat and stuff. But yeah, for anybody here listening, keep that in mind. Luna, would you like to go next? We can pass it over to you, and then Neil, if you want to jump in at any point, please feel free to do so afterwards. So go ahead, Luna. Welcome to the broadcast, and happy full moon.
Hello, happy full moon. Woo-hoo. I'm excited to be here with you guys. Thank you so much, Brendon, for holding these spaces. You are amazing. You do so much for the community. You're such a blessing. And and for everyone here and everyone that I've met along the way through you, the other day that I was in Joshua Tree, I was talking to, that's one of the things that I do, I mean, to de-stress, but anyways. So I was telling them that without this community, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Like, you guys helped me a lot to learn a lot of, how to create online content, how to stay focused, how to stay heart-led, how to talk to other people and open up, vulnerably, authentically, because that was always really hard for me my whole life. And so you guys are truly a blessing. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, the full moon, well, it feels like the energy is just, it's new and it's fiery and it's fun, it's after Mercury retrograde. Is like, oh, thank gosh, like we're getting a break here. I feel like yesterday and the day before I was extra like sleepy, like I had to take a nap during the day. This happens usually during full moons for me. And it just depends. Sometimes they give me energy, sometimes I have to rest. I just have to listen to my body, what's going on. I've been releasing a lot of things, like through tears, like sacred waters, and they're not like sad tears or anything. There's just like energy moving through my body, and it's a beautiful thing to just release it, with no like shame for crying, because I used to hold a lot of shame for crying when I was a little girl. Like, how they say boys don't cry? My mom used to say girls don't cry. So that was the thing for me, So now being able to release energy and just to feel it flow through my body, and to be able to help others through my Reiki practice, through my healing, practice that I have, and feeling that energy move, and then me releasing it afterwards, after the session, like when I do my meditation and stuff, like it's just such a beautiful process. I love it, and it really helps me connect with source and know that I am more than just a human being, like we're multidimensional, we are like so powerful. And I also feel that this full moon is like bringing a breath of like for me, community, wanting to build with other people, connecting with my star family. I've been putting out the bat signal and I'm like, hey, I'm over here. So I've been, I came across some people online, just like randomly, like I just like, wow, this person looks so familiar, right? And it's just like, it's crazy. So I'm meeting a lot of new people that are aligned to what my vision is of creating a community of loving individuals who want to heal together. And I'm also, this full moon has also made me focus on what it is that I want in relationships romantically, like as for a partner that I'm looking, because I did get out of a relationship and like maybe like 6 months ago. And so now it's like, now I know I have a better clarity of what it is that I need, what my needs are, what my boundaries are, my energetic boundaries. And so making a list, writing it down, writing it down in detail, being very detailed, because my last relationship, I know I manifested it, like I brought it, I attracted it to me, I aligned to it. And but I wasn't very clear on certain things. And now I'm gonna be clear. I'm extra. So since the moon is in Sagittarius and my Sagittarius is, my Venus is in Sagittarius, that's why relationships are coming up for me. And I think that's it, because the other things that I had been working on, like through the retrograde, was working on my relationship with my mom. So relationships have kind of been a theme for me this year. So thankfully everything's super good with my mom. Like I feel like I have cleared a lot of karma, like for my family and my ancestors, through healing that and helping her heal through Reiki. She accepted for me to do Reiki on her for the first time. I was like, yay! This is like one little, just one little step to help her heal, And so it's just a beautiful thing. And I'm just in a very, very grateful mood today. So thank you guys for listening to me. Yeah. For me telling all my stories.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Luna. And again, it's always interesting, and we're going to get into the meditation shortly. I'll pass over to Neil after this, and then we'll segue. For those of you who are like super eager for the meditation, I know that's why everyone's here. It's like, get to the meditation, let's go already. But again, we take these, just even if it's just a few minutes, right? Just to be able to listen to each other. It's always interesting. And the reason why we do this is, again, because like we're all reflections of each other, and I'm sure that even for those of you who are listening, you're going to hear somebody talking and be like, oh, like that's eerily similar to something I went through, or that's very relatable, and from your own experiences as well. Yeah, again, it just a couple things I'll just say and then pass it over to Neil real quick. Yeah, this energy of like kind of like the moon being in Sagittarius is very exciting. And for me, again, like the Sagittarius it's also like, it's the archer. It's kind of like the connection to the higher wisdom, the higher knowledge. There's a lot of opportunities for us to be able to use this full moon to kind of like bring in new habits, new patterns, new focus. This is a great moon to just be able to start, for example, like bringing more awareness to your dream practices, bringing more awareness to like positive affirmations, bringing more awareness into like creating like a routine for yourself, like a ritual, a routine. So it's kind of interesting that it's like, this is something that we're doing where, like this is the start of a weekly guided global meditation. So, for those of you who are planning on coming back to this, like this could be a chance for you to be able to say yes to that and be like, man, I'm gonna tune into this broadcast next week, or I'm gonna listen to it again next week, and everything like that. Yeah, again, we're here to support each other. We're here to learn, and I think when we just give ourselves the space to be able to share what it is that we're learning, we're just like, whoa, like, man, like we're so human. Like, look at us go. Like, we're figuring it out, and that's okay. And again, as we grow, the universe grows. As we expand, God expands through us. So keep doing your thing, everyone. And yeah, you got the energy of the universe here backing you up to do it. So Neil, give me a thumbs up. I can pass it over to you. And then again, we're going to kind of segue into
I'm about to start this event in literally 1 minute 30 seconds.
1 minute. So
do
your thing.
Do you want to talk for another minute 30, and then I'll be back?
Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, not a problem. If there's anybody else, again, Luna, Candice, Kristen, if you guys want to jump in at any point. Again, just kind of like reflecting on what this full moon means to us and everything like that. And then again, we'll get into we'll pass over to Neil, and then we'll get into the meditation. And again, even for the people in the YouTube chat, if you guys want to share just a little bit, we'll read those we'll read some of the comments. So I'm just going to read a couple of those here. Jayzen says, we become so spectacular, allowing love to be our guiding light. We created everything. Thank you, Lori, for your kind comments here. Lori says, I love hearing everything people are working on. I'm here for the connection. Absolutely. Again, like this is a connection. It's like, man, like as much as, you know, here we are, it's like we're in like this like digital online space. It's still a sacred space. And so, you know, like even though it's like we're physically apart, we're still energetically together. So it's like, that's where for me, like the curiosity of creating these events, and you're going to start seeing this, especially with more of like the members only events, it's really going to be like diving into like the intimacy of the connections that we can create like through this digital space, you know, like, and that's where even with the meditation, I really want to do that. And it's interesting for the meditation. I can tell you guys this now, I don't have the full meditation planned. But that's actually kind of part of the plan is because I just kind of want me to just be able to kind of like practice listening to my heart as an example. And then with that, again, just kind of like allowing spirit to kind of like come through and guide us. And we'll invite the other creators to be able to be a part of that as well. There will be some really cool members events coming up that are going to be also some like initial, like additional, like guided meditations and deep dive meditations and stuff like that. So again, just a quick plug, guys, if you guys got literally just like, you know, either right now during the broadcast or afterwards, take a couple minutes. And again, just be sure to check out the membership website. And if you guys are ready to start your membership trial, go ahead and do that. And I would love for you guys to be with us at the upcoming Flowetry event tomorrow, because that will definitely be in theme with a lot of the energies that we're talking about here. So if you're just like, man, I want to get into more of like my creative energies and my creative potential, it's just like, this is the opportunity for us to really be able to put that into practice as well. So, and again, that's tomorrow, the June 16th at 10 p.m. EDT. And yeah, go ahead and check out the membership on the website. Neil, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up and can pass it over to you.
Yeah, ready to go, bro.
Go for it, dude. So yeah, just kind of reflecting on just kind of like, you know, lessons of the full moon that you're going through, and anything else that you want to share real quick.
Yeah. Well, I like to do something a little different, but definitely moon oriented. That's
Go
okay.
for it.
All right. So the moon, guys, I wanted to know first, like, let's get some interaction here. Do any of you know in the chat room the abnormalities of the moon? Meaning how it's not like any normal satellite, which we have quite a few of. I mean, Jupiter has a bunch, Saturn has a bunch. We've looked all over the universe, the galaxy, there's a bunch of moons and satellites, but our moon is extremely unique to anyone that we've ever seen. And I just want to see if anybody knows about that. If you can kind of like give me some feedback, Brendon, from the chat. And I'm just going to take a few minutes here, right, to like I like to give context to what I'm doing. And I want to talk about like the different theories of how the moon was made, and then talk about the anomalies real quick, and then tie that into like what is the moon and what is going on, you know? So here we go. Okay, so Brendon, cut me off anytime to let me know if anybody's interacting and saying like anything here.
Will do.
So yeah, so it doesn't only face one way, which is one of the anomalies that people think. Basically, we'll get to that actually. I'll get to that later. So first of all, the first theory is the giant impact theory. That's the most conventional theory, okay? That Earth in its adolescence had no moon, and at some point was a rogue planet that was larger than Mars, struck the Earth. This vaporized a large portion of Earth, and cloud over 13,700 miles went up into space, solidifying in particles that began orbiting the Earth. That's one theory. And the planet that supposedly hit Earth was Maldek, which is the current asteroid belt, right? So that's one. Then we have the capture theory, okay? The moon was formed alongside another planetary body, and Earth's gravitational pull captured it. This theory is not widely accepted since the Earth and moon have similar chemical makeups, suggesting their formations are related in some way. And the other one is the beginning Earth was moving really fast, some of it like broke off, and then another structure was created. So now that's the fission theory. However, the fission theory, we can actually kind of check to the side, because when we look at the moon, the rocks on the moon are older than the oldest rock found on Earth, which goes to show for a lot of people, a lot of researchers, that the moon structure is actually older than Earth, right? There's a few anomalies with the moon. I mean, first of all, here's the number one anomaly, like the biggest mind expanding, blowing kind of thing, right? Is that our moon is the perfect size to block out our sun through an eclipse. Most of us take that for granted, and we don't understand how rare and disproportionate that is. But what are the chances that a moon gets stuck, a satellite gets stuck in our orbit, rotates our Earth, and then is exactly, don't forget, there's millions of miles from us to the sun, exactly the right distance away, so that when it blocks the sun out, it creates a perfect solar eclipse. The chances are 1 in like a billion. Seriously, like even more than that. So for it to have been locked, in order for that to even happen, is an anomaly in its own, which goes into a whole bunch of other questions, which we're not going to get into here. And then what Luna was saying, right, about it not spinning on its axis. Well, it does spin on its axis, but the spinning is even more weird. It spins on its axis at the exact same speed as it goes around Earth. Therefore, we only see one side. So it's not just locked and going like this, because if it was locked and going like this, we'd see all the sides of it. It's locked and going around Earth and spinning at the right speed so that every 27 days it stays in what's called a synchronous orbit with Earth, right? And then here's a couple of more, okay? Earth also had something, the moon also has something on it called uranium-236. Uranium-236 is not able to be created or produced in any natural way. It's actually a byproduct of basically nuclear factories, a radiation byproduct that is created through fusion of things that can only happen in an unnatural way, that people need to do it themselves, right? So there's just a few anomalies there, guys. And not to say that the moon is artificial, not to say that the moon is some nefarious thing, but what is true is the moon has been put there by some sort of energy, whether it's a personification of beings, whether it's the divine consciousness, whether it's there in order to keep us in a tilt, our axis at a specific tilt, in order to cultivate a third dimensional experience on Earth, because there's actually ancient texts, ancient hieroglyphs, and pictorial art that show the Earth without a moon. There's evidence to suggest that before Atlantis, when Atlantis was around, the Earth's axis was completely straight, and that the moon is keeping us at this tilt, 23.5 degrees, that is allowing for us to have a fall from grace experience, which was all meant to be, because there is no like, oh, it's kind of been put there and now we're having this this struggling experience. It's more like it has been put there in order to create this construct that we currently live within, so we can learn the lessons that we need so that we can transcend it and go to a higher octave of existence. So the moon, to me, is a straight up device of a lesson, an experiential device, let's say. It's been put there in order to not only affect the frequency of this planet, but it also affects all the water, right? It affects the water in our body just like it does the tide. And then what else does it do? It affects our emotional state of being. Why is it that crime rates go up during full moons? Why is it that all types of other emotional issues and mental disorders get amplified during those times? Well, to me, depending on who you ask, but to me, it's giving us this reflection, this energy of all of our stuff coming to the surface so that we have an opportunity to see it and deal with it. So what this represents, this full moon right now for me, is an opportunity for us to see our shadows, embrace and integrate with it so that we can really be the empowered beings we're meant to be. And ultimately, these lessons will continue to happen until we get to a collective healing of trauma so that we can actually go and be the caretakers of another dimension. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Thank you.
Thank you, Neil. Just Neil launching into a special Portal to Ascension mini presentation within the broadcast there. That was awesome, man. I mean, yeah, we'll have to save for a circle discussion sometime, just a little bit more in-depth philosophical inquiry about the moon and all the mysteries of it. So yeah, that moon's pretty sus, man. I mean, it's weird, dude, because it's just like I mean, again, not to get into it, it's like regardless of like what the moon is and stuff like that, for me, like I can put that all aside and really just kind of like connect to the idea that whatever it is, like there's a magic to it. Like there is an energy to it. There is a presence to it. I don't necessarily need to fully know all the mysteries behind it, but I know that there's like something between me and it that is connected, and there's something so special, and I'm sure everyone here can kind of like testify this in their own way, to literally just, you know, like as an example, like go and sit out in a field and like have the moon above you, and to just kind of, and to take that opportunity to really just kind of like close your eyes and to turn inwards and to feel that energy. And we're going to be working with that even within the meditation. So I mean, whether or not you're listening to this broadcast in the middle of a field or something like that, that's okay. But even, you know, through the roof of your building, that in your house that you're in, we'll still be able to again kind of like feel into that energy. And yeah, like that moon, it's a part of who we are, man. Like again, especially considering the fact that our bodies are made up of water and all the science behind it and everything like that, there's definitely an influence to it, and there's definitely a subtle energy to it, and we can work with it, you know. So I think the more that we kind of become aware of who we are, the more we can kind of become aware of how to dance with the moon as well. So yeah, that was awesome, Neil. Guys, if you haven't already yet, Neil's on Portal to Ascension on Instagram, and also portal2ascension.org. You guys can find all sorts of other presentations on their website. They're one of our partners through Paradigm Shift Central. So if you're looking for more interactive conscious events, definitely be sure to check out Portal to Ascension as well. So I'd like to be able to segue things into getting things ready for the global meditation. We've got a decent amount of people tuned in, and within the time that we were just chit-chatting, more people joined. So it's a great time to be able to get things started. And then we'll come back with a little bit of a discussion following the meditation. For this meditation, what I would like to be able to do, I'm going to kind of like set things up. And then within the meditation, I'm going to invite anybody here to be able to basically, like, well in meditative state, like offer blessing, like offer kind of like a blessing for the collective, a blessing for, you know, for the earth, whatever it is, a blessing from spirit, for spirit, whatever is on your heart. This is a chance for us to just kind of, again, just kind of like practice turning inwards and just kind of like listening to this as well. So Neil, just checking in with you. Do you have to head out in a bit? And if so, if you just wanted to jump on just to say farewell or anything like that, feel free to just let us know real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off in like a couple of minutes here, bro.
Okay, cool, man. Anything you just want to share before you head out? Just any blessings or anything?
Yeah, just want to say I love everybody, and I'm just like, let me just say that I'm really hopeful about where we're heading in the world. And I've been going through a lot of because I've been a really optimistic, hopeful person for quite some time. I used to call myself a hopeful. And but then in the last year or so, you know, I've been seeing a lot of things go down, and it's kind of really like made me kind of just reassess my situation and where we're heading as humanity. But ultimately, when I tune into it all and I see what's going on, I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel, and part of that is old systems need to collapse. And we don't know how these old systems are going to collapse. You know, we might have to go to the brink of, you know, them completely failing for us to be even before we create something. And humanity, unfortunately, a lot of times waits until they get to the end where there's no hope to change before they change. And it seems like that's where a lot of things are heading. So there's a lot of turbulence going on in the world, and there may still be some more, but ultimately we need to stay true to what we understand. You know, as long as we have, you know, able to eat, have a roof over our head if you need that, right? And we have deep connection, we can create something new. And that's what, you know, I think we're all really moving towards here, and what Paradigm Shift and Portal Ascension is all about. I just want to share that I'm doing we have a lot of events coming up, but I just want to just plug real quick. We have an Indus Valley Civilization in Ancient India 2-day online conference, the most fully encompassing ancient Indian origin event I've ever like researched or found. And that's coming up June 25th, 26th. So if you guys want to tune into that, that'd be great. Besides that, check portal2ascension.org out. We're doing some upgrades right now. We have some beautiful things in store. That's it for me. Thanks, bro.
Awesome. Neil, thank you as always, dude. Love what you do. And yeah, happy to be able to have you join in with us today. So beautiful, man.
Love you.
Cool. All right. Okay, team. So without further ado, we're going to get right into the meditation. And then we're going to kind of come back and just chat for a little bit. Thank you guys again so much for joining in. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for those of you on TikTok and Instagram. If you guys want to jump over to YouTube now, go ahead and do that. Johnny, I can see you tuning in on TikTok. If you want to join in on air, you got the link on Zoom as well. And yeah, again, for those of you who are watching this in the future, we would love to be able to have you join on air with us for future broadcasts that we are doing. So again, all the more reason for you guys to be able to start your membership trial on paradigmshiftcentral.com. And again, with that will give you Zoom access so that you can literally join us on air for these broadcasts and practice like sharing your voice and everything like that. And we'll guide you through this. So beautiful. Yeah, Johnny, the Zoom chat's in the link that we sent out through the IG. So yeah, so again, so with this, at this point, what we're going to do, and you can wait till after the meditation, Johnny, it's cool. We're going to have a discussion at the end. So again, at this point, what we're going to do, just invite everyone to just kind of like get themselves ready for meditation. This meditation will probably do maybe about like 30 minutes, give or take. And yeah, just inviting you guys to get nice and comfortable. I would encourage you to, opposed to lying down, just kind of like sit up. If you do lie down, you might fall asleep, but hey, if that's what you're feeling, that's totally okay. And yeah, maybe just get a pillow either underneath you or on your lap, whatever the case may be. I might just kind of like adjust some of the lights on my end actually. And yeah, again, this is practice. Like this is practice for me. This is practice for us. And yeah, I'm here as a student alongside you guys. So again, with this meditation, I do have a bit of a template. Some of the meditations I do are like crazy epic and planned out. This one, I just kind of wanted to give myself like the template to just kind of like be open to what comes through. And with this, I'll invite the other creators to be able to practice sharing as well. So other creators, you guys, I'll kind of let you know, and I'll just kind of like speak to you in the moment, and you guys can kind of unmute your mic following my prompts and stuff like that. So just be ready for that. And yeah, all good either way. So, all right. So with that said, happy full moon, everyone. Thank you again so much for joining in. Go ahead and get yourself ready. Grab your crystals if you got them. And yeah, let's get ready to be able to share a little bit of a meditation here. So if you guys are able to, just kind of like try leaving the chat quiet for the time being and just focus on turning inwards. This practice is for you. And yeah, thank you so much for joining in. So. And again, for those of you who maybe haven't been here before, I've led plenty of meditations and stuff, and this is for like beginners and advanced. So, all right. So just take a moment here to just kind of close your eyes and gently just bring awareness to our physical body. You guys can just kind of like shake out your body a little bit. If you physically just need to like shake your hands, stretch your arms above your head. Do a little bit of a vocalization, inhale, exhale, just kind of like a and one more of those. And from here, we'll just allow ourselves to just gently begin to prepare to move into a place of stillness. When you're ready, if you have not already, gently close your eyes. So with our eyes closed, let us begin by bringing awareness to our breath. Soft, gentle inhales through the nose or the mouth. And soft, gentle exhales through the nose and mouth. Continuing to find the rhythm of your breath. Maybe this is the first time that you've actually just taken a moment to really connect with your breath here today. And with any time that we do a meditation, it is always the breath that we must connect with that will guide us into the first steps. So as you give yourself this permission, just allow any sort of little voice in the back of your head that says like, oh, like I gotta, you know, like get up and do something else. I gotta go there. I gotta do this. I gotta think about that. Just give yourself permission right now for the next little bit. Time is an illusion. Don't even think about it, to be here now. Give yourself that gift. And so as you gently breathe here, just allowing yourself to just move into a deeper place of softness and of stillness. As you breathe with the inhales and exhales, gently straighten up your spine, open up your chest, relax your shoulders. We're just going to do a gentle, quick little body scan here as we just invite in some beautiful, vibrant white light. And in doing so, just relaxing our body further. And so as you breathe here, begin imagining just a gentle white light at the center of your chest, the center of your heart. And this white light, it's going to fill our body just as you would fill a cup with water. It's filling your body with awareness, with consciousness, with love. And so in this moment, again, think of everything that you're focusing on right now, even just you listening to my voice. Like, think of this as like a gift to yourself. This is you like nurturing your body through your imagination, through your awareness of subtle energies, through the breath. And the breath moves the energy, it moves consciousness. So as you breathe here, aligning with the inhales and the exhales, gently imagine this beautiful light at the center of our heart, just expanding out into our chest, into our shoulders, and just allow those parts of the body to relax. Imagine this light moving down through our arms, into our elbows, our forearms, all the way into our hands, gently allowing those parts of the body to relax. Bringing awareness into this light as we move it down through our torso, through our hips, through our stomach, through our groin, and just allowing those parts of the body to relax. All the way down through our thighs, right down through our knees, through our shins, all the way down to our feet. Again, just allowing those parts of the body to gently relax. Bringing this awareness all the way up through the spine, feeling this energy, this cooling energy moving up through the back of the spine, the neck, through the face, the jaw, all the way up through the temples, the forehead, right to the top of your head, filling up like a cup of water and gently allowing all those parts of the body to relax. This light that we have filled ourselves with, this light is here to support us, here to guide us. This light is love. This light is consciousness. And so from here, just taking a moment to really just bring your awareness into your heart space. Taking a moment to just be able to bring ourselves into a place of gratitude. What are you grateful for in this moment right now? Gratitude for allowing yourself to be here. Gratitude for this connection that we share with community. Gratitude for the beautiful energies of the full moon shining above us. And even just now starting to kind of like bring in the awareness of your imagination of the moon just kind of above us right now. And so as you breathe here, just allowing yourself to be in your heart. Just allowing the softness to just kind of fill your body. Feeling a softness, feeling a stillness, maybe one that you haven't felt in a while. And notice what it feels like within this space. To feel this peace, this tranquility, this openness. You are supported, you are seen, you are loved, you are heard, you are guided. And so with each breath, just allowing our heart to open just a little bit more. And what are we opening our heart to? I want you to answer this question within your own mind. Listening to your heart. What are you opening your heart to right now on this full moon, moving forward from here? And you can literally just kind of imagine a dialogue within your heart, within your head. I am opening myself to ... I am opening myself to more creative expression. I am opening my heart to new connection. I am opening my heart to meaningful relations. I am opening my heart to financial abundance, to new exciting projects, to leveling up. What are you opening your heart to? Take a moment here, just reflect. Beautiful. Just continue to bring awareness to your breath. Just take another moment here as you just kind of breathe a little bit deeper than the past breath. And with the exhale, you're just kind of letting go anything that you need to let go. And just making room for all the exciting new things that you're opening your heart to. Do that again. Deep inhale. Nice big exhale, sigh. Beautiful. And so from here, now that we've just taken a moment to kind of connect with ourselves, connect with our body of light, what we're going to do, we're just going to imagine a little bit of a scene, a little bit of a space that we can enter into together. And so just kind of like dissolving from this into a new scene, what I want us to do is I want us to imagine all of us sitting in ceremony in a circle around a tree with a fireplace nearby. And so we kind of have this tree. You can almost imagine there's kind of, we'll just paint the picture here. Imagine there's like the tree kind of like at the top of the circle. And then there's a fireplace in the middle of the circle. And then we're kind of all in a circle around this. So the tree is almost like in the circle with us, opposed to being in the center. And so this is just a tree. Sometimes when we do these meditations, it's like, oh, it's like the epic guardian tree and it's like glowing and it's got like astral powers to it and stuff like that. And, you know, that's cool too. But for now, let's just keep it kind of grounded as if this is something that we're accessing, as if it's like a memory that happened to us the other day. And so just allow yourself to connect with this scene. All of us just sitting here under the night sky with the moon above us, and take a moment and just kind of imagine yourself, you're like sitting in a cozy lawn chair, the fire's just there. Some people are kind of like chit-chatting and stuff like that, but maybe in this moment it's just you, the fire, the tree, and the moon. And so you're almost kind of like imagining yourself kind of like meditating within this meditation. Can you feel what that would feel like? Like literally just, you know, tap into that vibe. You're cozy, you got layers on, you're sitting in a lawn chair or whatever chair. The moon's above you, the ambience of the fire's crackling. Add this like layer to your imagination. The tree is just kind of like silhouetted there, illuminated by the fire. You can see the branches of it. You have this warm fire in front of you. And again, like this cooling energy of the moon above you. Can you feel that? And so right now, allow yourself to just take an opportunity here to be able to connect with the moon. And so almost as if like you're like underneath like a shower head. Imagine like this moon is just kind of like bathing you in this kind of like watery golden energy. As you breathe in deep, you just imagine this energy is just kind of like flowing through you, flowing over you, bathing you. And as it does this, this moon is just kind of like powering you up on a cellular level. And it's also reminding you, it's remembering, it's reactivating. When you look at the moon, what do you think? Answer this question for yourself. What is it like? What does the moon say to you in this moment as like an ambassador of the bigger story? Just go ahead, talk to the moon right now, and thus in turn, talk to yourself. Talk to like the layers of yourself that exist through the cosmos. Take a moment here. You're in this beautiful space. I'll stop talking for a bit, but just go ahead. Talk to the moon. Talk to this full moon here and through your heart. What do you say to it? What does it say to you? Allow it to nurture your spirit, inspire your soul. Go ahead. Continue to breathe deep here. You may notice any sort of activation sensations through the body. So in this space, what I'm inviting you to feel is any emotions that are actually arising right now. You may, in this moment, you may, like, I don't know, I'm feeling it, you may be feeling it, but there may be a part of you that's just like, why do I almost feel like I could cry right now? And I want you to almost, if you're comfortable, lean into that. Because this life is so busy. There's so much happening. And yet sometimes when we take this opportunity to slow down, we are reminded of this simple magic that connects us. And so when I sit under the moon, it's kind of like this, oh yeah moment. This is who we are. This is who I am. This is what this is. And what is this? This is a gift, a journey, a blessing. It is a story. And so when you look to the moon, what do you hear if not a story? And what is our story? When I think of the moon, I think of the wolf. When I think of the wolf, I think of the storyteller. And so here we are in this story. And oh my goodness, let's take a moment here to just kind of honor our story. Honor where we have been, honor where we are, honor where we are going. Your story and our story. So take a moment here. You can feel the fire just kind of crackling. And in this moment, I also want you to be able to invite in any additional kind of connections and guidance and support and energies of ancestors and of star family. So you got the stars above you. You got the fire before you, representing like this primordial energy that has always existed within our hearts. And then you got the tree, the roots of the tree connecting into the past, the earth. The history of the earth exists in the soil beneath your feet. And maybe imagine yourself right now, kick off your shoes, get your feet on the ground, feel that cool air. And as we just sit here under the moon, take a moment to be able to reflect. What is your story? What is our story? Listen, listen, listen to the wolf within inside of you. Hear this story, this primordial story. I'll stop talking for a second and just allow yourself to feel. And like I said, if there's any like tears gently rising, sacred waters, let it flow. The voices of your ancestors and star family speak through you, speak to you in this moment. What do they say? Listen, soften. Just bring your awareness to your breath. The breath will guide you. Straighten up your spine if you need to a little bit. Feel like you might be getting pretty deep right now. And so in this moment, right now, allow ourselves to just kind of be present in the magic that is. And so this is a conversation that you can continue more on your own time as well. Return back to this place. Know that this conversation between your ancestors, the earth, star family, magic, it's all there, accessible, ready for you to have at any moment. And within this, if there's one thing that we can just kind of take, at least for me, and I'll pass it on to you, it's like this message of just kind of like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And so in this moment, Just allow yourself to invite in just kind of like the presence and the love of all of like that spirit family that's with you right now. Even just kind of like feeling any sort of like ancestors with their hands on their shoulder, just kind of like with you in this space, maybe like sharing like a gentle hug as they just kind of like hug you from behind. You might even want to hug yourself right now. Beyond this meditation, I invite you to be able to just kind of like carry with you like a softness, an openness, a more heart-centered way of simply being. You're doing great. And so from here, we'll just do a little bit more and then we'll get close to wrapping up this meditation. And some of you might just be like, oh, but I just want to, can't we just hang out here all night? Some way we can. And this place is always accessible through your imagination at any time. But as we sit here in the circle, with our feet connected to the roots, connected to the ancestors, we feel our ancestors with us. And they ask great things of us. They say to us, continue the story. The story that you are living now is the story that we are all a part of. And what does the fire say to us? The fire says, share your light. Spark the flame. Dance like the fire does. Find softness and yet movement, all in one breath. And what does the moon say to us? The moon shares this like deep love, this deep remembrance of this magic that we carry, this higher calling. You are here not just as an individual, but part of a bigger story. You are a shifter. You are a light guardian, someone who is here to be able to assist and accelerate the shift in consciousness as much as you choose. Your story matters. Carry with you the magic of this moment beyond into the compassion and the creativity that you bring out into this world. And so from here, what we're going to do, we're going to get ready to pass the talking stick around to the circle and just kind of like in a casual, almost, again, kind of like quasi-conversational kind of way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to invite the other members that we have with us here, Kristen, Luna, Candice, to be able to just practice speaking from your heart. You can kind of do it in kind of like a meditative style. And then I want you to just be able to share forth blessings for individuals and the collective. So you can kind of say like, you know, like, may all beings ... May we all this. Whatever's coming through. Whatever message that you feel is coming through from the tree, from our ancestors, from the flame, from the moon. It speaks through all of us in different ways. So let's just take a moment here to be able to listen to the ways it does. And so from here, without even opening your eyes, one of you on camera, either Luna, Kristen, or Candice, just go ahead and raise your hand if you're ready. You guys don't have to open your eyes. I'll just tell you, like, I'll take a peek and I'll see who's ready. So whoever would like to, Kristen, yeah. Okay, so we'll do Kristen and then Luna if you want to jump in after. No pressure either way. Like if you guys feel like skipping it, that's fine. So with that said, I've said plenty for now, and obviously I'll say a little bit more later. But all of us here just kind of chilling out around the fire, moon above us, feeling this magic, connected with our breath, opening our heart. Pass the talking stick over to Kristen. Let's just take a moment here to be able to hear what she has to say. And Kristen, I invite you just kind of remain in this meditative state. So Kristen, when you're ready, what would you like to share? Go ahead.
For this space, the blessing I share is a cup of unconditional love and acceptance for this now moment, for wherever you are on your journey, and for the process of release that you have been through, to hold compassion and love for your process and your journey and how unique it is by design. And a little bit of fairy dust to remind you of the magic that exists in all moments. And a reminder that they pass and they come with the wind. So enjoy them as they come and bless them as they go.
Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. Luna, you can just, if you want to go, just kind of raise your hand and yeah, go ahead, Luna. We'll invite Luna into the circle next.
I choose to believe in myself. I choose to believe in myself. Oh, thank you, Great Spirit, the Most High Unconditional love, light, and healing, for this space and for the love that is always present and never in absence. May the beating of your heart lead you and show you how divine you truly are. May all beings know their true divinity now and always. Blessings and blessed days and nights for every single being here and in existence on all planes, timelines, and dimensions, unified in the presence and in reverence to Mother Earth as well. I offer gratitude in my heart. Ashe.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Luna. And again, for anybody tuned into this, just adding your blessings into the space as you wish, and you can type them into the chat later. Don't worry about it now, though. Candice, if you would like to be able to share anything, and then we'll get close to concluding the meditation, I invite you to be able to share if you wish, Candice. So if Candice is there, feel free to unmute yourself and I'll pass it over to you. And if not, no worries. Awesome. So again, just continuing to allow ourselves to just bring our awareness to our breath and just kind of like feel into this space, like allow yourself to just kind of like paint this picture within your mind. Allow yourself to just be in this place where you're just soaking up the energies of the moon, soaking up the love of community, and allowing ourselves to really deepen our connection to this shared story. And that's a beautiful thing that we are doing here. We are literally weaving a story. We are the dream weavers, the storytellers, the space holders, the beacons, the creators, the heartists, the healers, the guardians, all of these things. We dance through the many, many archetypes. We shift through the many different forms. So allow yourself to open up to the many forms that you carry within you. And perhaps moving beyond this full moon, you will get to meet more of those parts within yourself. And so as we get ready to conclude this meditation, let us just take a moment here to be able to just connect in gratitude with our ancestors, whatever that means to you. personal ancestors, indigenous ancestors, even star ancestors. Just take a moment here and maybe just put your hands on your heart. And you can literally just kind of say like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And just invite in their support if you wish. And just say like, ancestors and guardians, I invite you to be with me here for these next steps on my journey. Ancestors and guardians, I invite you here to be with us on these next steps of our journey. And just take a moment here to be able to focus on gratitude for yourself. Gratitude for yourself. My goodness, how far you have come, how much you have gone through, the many parts of yourself that you've continued to become aware of, the shadows that you have healed, the cycles that you have broken, the spaces that you have opened. And allow yourself to really just get excited, like kind of like add a little bit of a gentle smile to your face and start saying yes. Start saying yes right now. What are you saying yes to? I say yes to ... What do you say yes to? Listen to your heart. What do you open your heart to? What new possibilities await you in this moment? I say yes to more awesome community co-creation, visions to fruition, more intentional space, more intimacy, more creativity, more compassion, more adventure, more wisdom, more love, more song, more dance. And so in this moment, I invite you to just take this opportunity to be able to bring awareness to the song that comes through you. Because there is a song inside each and every single one of us. And the song isn't literally just a song you sing. The song is the primordial song. It is the voice of spirit. It is consciousness moving through you, dancing through you. The song is moving through you. And so from this full moon, let all of us, as much as we will, continue to be able to put forth that intention, be able to say like, yes, I am bringing more of my song, our song out into this world in the many ways that I can, through personal transformation, through community interaction, through personal expression, through art, through kindness, through creativity, through viral TikTok videos, whatever the case may be. Say yes to that song. Yes, 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 if you wish. And from here, we'll just do one more part and then we'll conclude the meditation. I want you to be able to focus gratitude on community, the bigger us, community for all the people who are with us here in this meditation, all the people sitting in this circle. As you kind of look around the circle, you see these faces illuminated by fire. And when you see these faces, you almost see like the faces of our ancestors within our faces. You see a circle bigger than just us. And so gratitude for this community, gratitude for the people listening to this in the future, gratitude to all our friends who may not be with us here in this moment, gratitude to the bigger communities that we are all a part of, gratitude to the global shift that is taking place, all the beacons all across the world. And you can just kind of take a moment here as we just kind of visualize the world within our heart. And you can just kind of imagine all these lights becoming a little bit brighter all across the world, all these beacons igniting, illuminating. And so as we open our heart, we are also anchoring in more of these energies, which makes it even more accessible for others to be able to continue to open up their hearts, to be ambassadors for this conscious awareness. And so let us bring forth the excitement and the joy for this very exciting time that we are in the months that we have ahead of us. Let us say yes. Let us open to the beautiful opportunity that we have. And that is what it is. It is an opportunity. So let us carry it wisely and rise to meet it. Beautiful. Taking one more moment here, kind of looking up at the moon, feeling the blessings of the moon. blessings of the fire, blessings of the tree, blessings of the earth, blessings of the circle. You have everything you need to get to where you are going. One breath at a time, one step at a time. You are so supported. You are so loved. And just continuing to invite in, just kind of beyond this meditation, I want you to almost just kind of feel like a warmth and a fuzziness, and just kind of allow yourself to be aware of just kind of like the love of your ancestors being carried with you beyond this moment. So when you go to sleep tonight, just kind of like have that thought in the back of your mind. Just be like, yes, I am supported. I am loved more than I even fully know. Or maybe you do know. You are loved because you are love. So holding this memory, holding this thought in our mind, this space in our mind, keeping it there as a memory that we can access at any time, going back to this space at your own free will, even within dream time. Let us continue to move into the conclusion of this meditation. You might want to just put your hearts on your chest. Just take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale. Nice soft exhale. Another one of those. Inhale. Exhale, a bit of a sigh. Straighten up your spine, open up your chest, relax your face. You are so ready. And I'm so excited for the magic that you are bringing into this world. So thank you. Thanking the moon, thanking everything that we've talked about. And moving forward from here, may you continue to carry this energy with you as you invite in more synchronicity, more creativity, more support, more grace, more kindness, more compassion, more openness, more love. When you're ready, we will gently conclude this meditation on this beautiful full moon, and slowly at your own pace, gently bring awareness to your physical body as you wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and return your awareness to the space around you. Beautiful. Take as much time as you need, everyone. Welcome back. For those of you, how's everybody feeling right now? That'll be the first question I'll just ask you in 1 or 2 words. How's everybody feeling right now? Go ahead and leave a comment in the chat. You can see a comment on TikTok already, even before I asked. You just say, I feel so at peace right now. Thank you. Thank you, Hex, for sharing. Yeah, I feel very peaceful right now. Like it's 11:30 on my time. So it's kind of, I like doing these meditations later into the evening where it's just kind of like softly segues into just putting ourselves down to sleep if we're at that point. So Lori says, beautiful meditation, and it was lovely to quote unquote see all of you around our tree and fire. Thank you, Lori. Kristen says, feeling whole, centered, love. Beautiful. Welcome, Emma. Welcome, Cami. Thank you, Jay Zen. Love contains everything. Never give up. Yeah, any messages that you guys want to share that kind of came through for you in that moment, please feel free to do so. And we'll take a moment here, just kind of chit chat and close off the event. And then we'll be back here again for another meditation next Wednesday. So if you guys really enjoyed this meditation, come back next Wednesday. It'll be different. And yeah, you get to hang out with us. And again, the story continues week to week. That was a great meditation. Thank you guys so much. Kristen, Luna, thank you so much for adding in. Luna says, so peaceful and light. I cried a lot again. Oh, wow, that's powerful. Yeah, I'm curious if anybody here cried, like any sacred waters came out. Put a 777 in the chat. I had a little bit, like it was just like a little bit. It wasn't like full on tears, but it was something. It was like something was coming through, and it wasn't even like sadness. It was just like reverence. It was just kind of like a remembrance of, like it was almost like kind of like a psychedelic kind of feeling, just like almost kind of like being in awe. That's kind of what I felt. And again, and also just kind of like this and feeling like the connection of like the love of the ancestors. That for me is kind of like something where it's just kind of like, oh, like I can feel that. So Luna, Kristen, Candice, go ahead. Feel free to just kind of open your mic if you guys want to just share again, just kind of, maybe even anything that came through for you. We'll just kind of chit chat. And if there's any other messages that Spirit wants to be able to convey at this point, we'll make space for it and then we'll get wrapped up here. So anybody who wants to jump in, go for it. You guys are so polite. Real quick, Hex left a comment in TikTok, said the universe made black holes and beautiful cosmic things, and then it made me grateful. Very well said. Did somebody unmute there? Go ahead, you guys can jump in. Lori said, I've been feeling spiritually lazy lately, so this was the first time that I've meditated in a while. Yeah, legit, like this was like the first time that I've gotten like a deep meditation. Like I can honestly say, guys, as much as like, again, we do these meditations because it's like it's for community, but part of the reason why I'm doing it, I'm like, man, like I know I'll benefit from doing a little meditation each week. And again, it's like it's opening up like some really powerful avenues for what we can do with meditation. And I like to think of our mind and our imagination as like a technology, and so it's really exciting to kind of like begin to think what that can look like when we start activating more of it. So yeah. Kristen, go ahead. You look like you have something to say.
I do. I would love to share.
Go for it.
Okay, I loved the moment that you gave us the opportunity to speak to the moon. That was beautiful. Thank you. And the moon showed me something really cool I wanted to share. And it was that, like, whenever you're at a magic show and you get oohed and ahhed and wowed by the magician because it's the first experience of you having seen this, and that feeling that you get, that innocence, it's like you're the child part of you is like, wow, but wait, how could that like logic, but wait, it's what? And then maybe later on down the road in life you learn how the magician did their trick, and maybe the magic isn't as potent as it was that first time, but you still have the memory of that magic inside of you. And I don't know why that was what they showed me, but the moon was just very clear to show you that, like, maybe sometimes we don't feel the magic in what we're doing, or we're like doing something to try to re-spark the magic we once felt. But I think it's about being able to just love and respect the magic for what it is. So whatever that resonates for you guys, that's what I wanted to share. Thank you.
Yeah, there's something that someone said once to me that kind of stuck with me, where it's just kind of, like it was just bringing awareness to the importance of awe versus the importance of understanding. Like you don't fully need to be able to understand every single little tiny detail about this reality, but to simply be in awe of it and to know that like you are part of it is like powerful enough in itself. So Luna's just joining back in here, and yeah, we'll just take a moment here, just go around the circle a little bit more, and then we'll get close to wrapping it up here. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. We appreciate you guys being here and for being a part of this space and this community. So Hex says, being able to think of anything and see it in your mind's eye is so wild. Yeah, absolutely, right? Totally. Luna, you're back with us. If you'd like to be able to share anything about how the meditation was, or just any other final kind of reflections and blessings, please, by all means. And then Candice as well, you can share also. So go ahead, Luna.
Hi, I got disconnected. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm like, it's Mercury retrograde is over. I know that's for sure. I think it's done. I just want to say thank you guys, everyone, for meeting me at the tree. It was so much fun to envision that. I love your meditations, Brendon, because I get to exercise my mind's eye in very visual and very vivid way. And that's my favorite. It's one of my favorite types of meditations. One thing I did want to mention, like when you mentioned the ancestors and them behind us, like embracing us, I got to feel or see my grandfather, who I never met when he was alive, because he died before I was born. And this is the second time I see him. And the other time I saw him was one of your meditations as well. So he seems to come through with you. So maybe you knew him in another life or something. So that's freaking awesome. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. And I feel amazing. Those tears made me feel much lighter, more energized now, even though it's time for bed.
Time for bed. Yeah, that's right. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Luna.
Yeah.
Candice, go right ahead. You can share how that meditation was for you and anything else.
Just a sec.
No worries.
Just a minute. The meditation was awesome. It was cool that let my body travel to all different dimensions, like all parts of myself. So it was really cool. I actually have to go, but I'll be back.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up, so we'll be done by the time. But Candice, and if you just wanted to say farewell and until next time, feel free to do that, and then we'll see you again next broadcast.
Okay, bye.
Thank you so much for joining, Candice. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, thank you again so much, everyone, for making the time for yourself to join in and be a part of this special full moon guided global meditation. Yeah, again, I just hope that with everyone here, you just kind of continue to carry whatever that meditation was for you beyond this moment. And I hope you just have a beautiful, restful evening if you're listening to this in the evening, and even into the days ahead. I hope it just kind of is something that is a seed that kind of grows, and you just continue to kind of remind yourself of like this magic that we talk about here, and this open-heartedness, and to go out and start practicing more of whatever it is that you are opening your heart to. And yeah, again, we'll just, in terms of like kind of housekeeping and stuff, we'll be back here again for another guided global meditation next Wednesday. So if you're someone who's just like, man, I barely get around to meditating during the week, but hey, we're going to make it easy for you. So if you guys can join in for this or listen afterwards, then this could be your weekly meditation practice. And that's what it is. It's a practice. So yeah, with that said, again, be sure to check out paradigmshiftcentral.com. A quick reminder, we have our circle discussions on Tuesday at 5 p.m. EDT, and then global meditations on Wednesday at 10 p.m. EDT. And then Thursdays is our members only event at 10 p.m. EDT. So be sure to check that out. Check out the membership options, subscribe when you're ready, start your free membership trial. I'd love to be able to see some more of you there for our flow tree workshop that I'm hosting tomorrow night. It's going to be a great segue from this into the flow tree workshop. So again, if you guys are looking to do that, again, there's no upfront cost. It's a 10-day membership trial. You can check it out, and that will give you access to the flow tree workshop. So go to paradigmshiftcentral.com, scroll down, see the membership option, enter in your credit card stuff, and then you can start your trial. It literally takes like 2 minutes, but it's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions about that, just send me a direct message on Instagram, and I'll help you guys get set up with that. And again, we're still in the early stages, but we are going to have some announcements on upcoming events that are going to be members only events hosted by other members in the community, which I'm very excited about. So get your foot in the door now. And again, there's going to be a lot of awesome stuff still coming your way. And thank you guys so much for your support in all forms. So yeah, we'll just get close to finishing off here. Kristen and Luna, any just closing thoughts and just kind of like farewell gratitude, and then I'll finish it off there. So Kristen, just pass it over to you, and then Luna, and then we'll be done.
Thank you so much, Brendon, for creating these spaces. It's always a pleasure. And thank you, Luna, for sharing your divine voice in that meditation. That was very heart expanding. So very much gratitude for that. And a lot of gratitude for everyone just being able to be here and sharing space. And I'm just sending all of my love and full moon blessings for the rest of your days.
Thank you, Kristen. And Luna, any closing thoughts? Go for it.
Thank you. Just thank you to you, everyone here, all of your guys' energy, all of us together, for saying that sacred yes. and being here, choosing, to choosing yourself, choosing us, choosing love, So I'm very grateful to be here. And all I can say is just thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just elated right now. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody go run outside and dance under the moon. That's the next thing on the agenda right now. So beautiful. Awesome. All right. So yeah, with that said, thank you again to everyone for being a part of this. We'll wrap it up here. If you haven't already yet, you can find us on Spotify, Paradigm Shift Radio. We upload the recordings there as well. And again, the members only events, you can find those at paradigmshiftcentral.com, plus the schedule for the upcoming events. So be sure to check it out. And yeah, you can follow Paradigm Shift Radio on Instagram. And plus you'll find the links for the creators featured in this broadcast in the info for this video on YouTube. So go follow all of those creators, show them your support. Thank you again to Iain Grae for their support in the production of this broadcast as well. I'll post his links into the info there as well. And you guys can go give him a follow. And yeah, we'll wrap it up there, and I look forward to being able to see you guys at the next broadcast where you get to tune into. For the members, I will see you at the Flow Tree Workshop coming up again right around the corner for June 16th. So yeah, as always, it's an honor. It's a part of my soul calling to be holding these spaces. So thank you guys for helping co-create them, and thank you for again being the amazing magical beings that you are. So until next time, on behalf of myself, River, Lacey, and the whole crew at Paradigm Shift Central, happy full moon, everyone. Much love. And until next time, we'll see you guys in the future. Feel free to join me in a wolf howl. We'll wrap it up here. Happy full moon, everyone. All right. Talk to you guys later. Much love. Take care. Bye-bye.